Welcome back to Sneaker Impact News, guys. I got a special guest today, Jake Gordon, the Associate Director of Client Services for Geared for Green. Jake, welcome.
Hey, Bryan. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's cool to be here.
Yeah. Tell us about Geared for Green. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, for sure. So Geared for Green is a circular economy and sustainability solutions focused company. That's a mouthful, but basically, we build and implement circular economies for all institutions, organizations, schools, and everything like that. But we basically take their plastic and we turn it into new sustainable products. Not only that, but we also handle all the hard-to-recycle materials. We're also a little bit into the e-waste. So a lot of recycling is going on with Geared for Green. We actually are a family company, so there's a few different companies, and they all kind of intertwine, but they all separately, do their own thing within the sustainability world.
Amazing. Yeah. So sustainability is our number one mission as well at Sneaker Impact. Right. And we do a parallel processing of rubber and foam and footwear and some textiles. Mm-hmm. But we don't handle plastics. And that's what you guys mainly, but you do other things too, e-waste.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But plastic is our bread and butter. So your films, bags, and wraps. So we actually turn the films, bags, and wraps into a building material called CIRQboard. So we have all these different solutions, but not only plastic, we also do corrugate and
so cardboard?
Yeah, cardboard, exactly. And really anything that's recyclable, there's 7 different numbers, obviously, in recycling, and we can handle them all. And we have a network that's nationwide of different recyclers, mills, MRFs, and the like that handle these materials. Not everybody has those connections, so we are a go-to. We're like a one-stop shop also. Like, we'll take your plastic, recycle it. We'll do the pickups, processing, and manufacturing into new products. And it's tracked and traced throughout the whole process, so there's no greenwashing going on, and that's how we guard against that.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, we're going to dive real deep into it with the limited time we have today with you.
For sure.
Definitely going to have you back again in the future.
I hope so.
Just met you today, but I know one of your partners, Jimmy
Holmquist?
Jimmy Holmquist, he's
really
my training partner. And he's been here several times and introduced us to Particle Play, who we had on the podcast.
Yeah.
And we've been wanting to have Geared for Green on for a while.
No, I'm happy
because you guys are out of South Florida.
Yep.
But you're national.
Right, exactly.
We're out of South Florida, so we're all part of the same community.
Exactly. So it's about time that we got here, actually.
Yep.
Jimmy's actually working on a really cool, one of our new companies. It's called Trace AI. Basically, it's learn to earn, or we reward consumers for recycling. So
that's good.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, the Trace AI, it's there's an app. It's actually live on the App Store right now. It's called Trace AI. But there will be QR codes on tons of different bins. Each bin accepts a certain material to protect against contamination. So
these are your bins?
These are our bins, and then we also work with our partners as well, who have bins outside. We work with large grocery chains, and then we actually just joined the FFRA and the Plastics Industry Association. So they have a large network where they also have bins where they're collecting films and wraps and whatnot. So basically, there's a QR code that goes onto these bins. You or I would go and take, let's say the bin accepts plastic water bottles. We would go to that bin. We'd take a picture. It's done through AI and everything. I'm not the biggest tech guy, but it's an AI, system, I guess. You take a picture. It knows that it's a plastic bottle, and then it will tell you if that's the right bin to put that in. And then a video pops up, and you watch it, and then you are rewarded.
How are you rewarded? Do you guys?
You're rewarded with points. So these every time you recycle the plastic bottles, films, bags, whatever it may be, you're allotted a certain amount of reward points for that, and then you can redeem them within the app through our other partners that we have.
Wow.
And we typically only offer sustainable products, obviously, but it's really cool. I think that in a few months, it's really going to be a big hit, I think.
Trace AI. I'm downloading that today.
Yeah, you should.
Because I've always wanted one for the recycling industry.
Yeah.
You're also creating so many products.
Yeah.
So
tons from
do you
want to
show a couple of them? Or is there anything
for sure.
I would love to see the
CIRQboard.
CIRQboard.
Bag?
Yeah, dude.
I think the CIRQboard's in your office, but
I'll go grab it.
if you want to grab that, perfect.
But go ahead and tell people what we got here.
Yeah, for sure. So these are just 2 sample hats. These are actually our older hats. We also have performance hats, you know, the perforated ones and the ones that are lightweight, but you know, they're UPF and moisture wicking and all that.
Running hats.
Yeah, exactly, running hats. But yeah, fully customizable. They come in many different colors.
And those are made out of?
Made out of plastic bottles. So
nice.
if you see, we educate by putting a hem tag on all of our
Show
apparel.
the camera right there, yeah.
All of our apparel.
We'll zoom in on that.
Yeah, perfect.
So the number of bottles.
Number of bottles that went into making this hat.
So that one says?
6. Wow. So with our hats, it's 6. With our shirts, it's 9. And so on and so
I couldn't
forth.
believe you guys were making T-shirts out of plastic water bottles.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But I did see it's possible now.
Well,
you know, they grind it and it has to be processed.
All those performance shirts are actually polyester. So
this is polyester.
Yeah, so technically that can be made out of recycled plastic.
So you guys are creating shirts out of plastic bottles.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're also taking other materials like milk cartons even?
Yeah, we take the milk cartons, milk jugs, the detergent bottles, you know, the HDPE, the LDPE, PP.
Laundry bottles.
Right, exactly, all of that. And we have, they actually are put into our CIRQboard as well, just on the...
Can we show them the CIRQboard?
Yeah, let's do
that. Oh,
that.
you know what? That's in my office, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit, if you don't mind, while I'm off camera for 30 seconds.
Sure,
tell people where you're from.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to listen in the background.
Yeah, no worries.
A little bit about
Yeah, so I'm actually from New York. I moved to Miami about 6 years ago and never looked back. But come from New York and moved down here and started working in sustainability. I didn't really have a good idea as to what sustainability really was until I started working at Geared for Green. It's been about 2 years now, and I mean, boy, it's huge and it's super important. And if you don't really know that much about it, you would never realize how much waste there is actually going on and how much value there is in all these plastics and other materials that you know, companies, schools, businesses, whatever, are just throwing out or you know, hauling off to the landfill when they could actually be, you know, captured and, you know, the value can be retained and you can make new products out of it. And, you know, there's tons of different things you can do rather than sending it to the landfill. And I had really no idea. I really never even thought about that until I moved to Miami and started working for Geared for Green.
Wow. Yeah, it's become a bigger movement in the last 10 years to divert waste.
Yes. You can start really doing things with it.
You can do stuff with it.
Exactly.
They're doing other things too, but you guys are taking plastics and creating things like the CIRQboard.
Yeah, CIRQboard. So what we do with this is we make sustainable furniture, fixtures, flooring, roofing. Really, you can do anything with it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a plastic.
Like you said,
sheet.
desks can be made out of it.
It's a polymer sheet, is what it's called. CIRQboard Sustainable Polymer Sheet.
Polymer?
The full name. Yeah, it's a polymer sheet.
Introducing CIRQboard, the next generation of sustainable polymer sheets. A high-strength product made from recycled plastic bags and certified post-consumer recycled plastics. CIRQboard's production begins with the collection, processing, and sorting of millions of mixed plastic bags, ensuring each one is recycled to its maximum potential. These plastic bags are then chopped, washed, purified, and dried, producing shreds that are ready for the next transformation phase. The purified shreds are melted and turned into sustainable plastic pellets, forming the core of CIRQboard's strength and sustainability. Finally, the manufacturing process is complete. With CIRQboard, a certified high-quality, durable product, you'll integrate sustainability into your brand's narrative with uses for both interior and exterior applications. CIRQboard is a groundbreaking material for the circular economy, offering limitless possibilities across industries. Innovative design shelves, desks, coffee tables, and even sustainable sofas, crafted from recycled bags and bottles. With CIRQboard, we're redefining what's possible in sustainable design. From offices, hotels, parks, schools, and even your neighborhood store, this versatile material adapts to any space, delivering sustainable solutions wherever they're needed. Step into the circular economy with Apex.
So, like this table over here, you can make it out of CIRQboard. I mean, I wish I brought some samples of our furniture because it's really nice. We have a few partnerships with different furniture manufacturers.
Okay.
And then the fabrics are also made from PET, so recycled plastic water bottles, and the whole couch or whatever piece of furniture is completely sustainable.
But you could probably make a house almost out of this stuff.
You could almost make a house out of this,
at least the facade.
Right,
that could
exactly.
be instead of the vinyl or the...
yeah.
You know.
Right.
It's just so cool. Any color you want.
Yep. So we have 6 different colors right now. I actually have.
Look at that, guys. CIRQboard. I'm obsessed.
These are the colors. Oh, they're super dope. All of our desks in the office are made from it. Colors? Yep, those are all the colors. And then we have different finishes and whatnot.
Like, it's not like, what do you call like wrap?
Right, exactly.
It's not a wrap.
It's not a wrap. It's not a wrap. It's actually a proprietary blend of films, bags, and wraps that took a few years actually to get right, and now it's starting to be mass produced, and it's cool to see it start from a grocery store single-use plastic bag is now all of the desks in our office, or like the Adirondack chairs that we have in the lounge area. It's cool.
So cool, because plastic bags, like we do cleanups in Miami a lot, and you see them in the rivers, little river in our backyard where the manatees live.
Right.
There's plastic bags,
everywhere.
Styrofoam floating, all types of stuff.
Styrofoam's a tricky material too.
Yeah.
So.
Can you guys work with Styrofoam? Is that
we have a few outlets for Styrofoam. That's not really my focus, but we do have some solutions that we could take your Styrofoam.
One thing I saw on your Instagram when I started following you guys, which it's Geared for Green, right?
Yes, Geared for Green.
And the website too. We're gonna share all that. Is that you guys partner with events like the Fort Lauderdale
International Boat Show,
which is big. If you don't know, Fort Lauderdale is one of the biggest ports, Port Everglades in the world.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest boat shows in the world.
And it's got giant yachts, giant cruise ships,
and the crazy thing is those boats all come wrapped in plastic.
Whoa.
So what we do, a lot of the materials that we get from those boat shows is pre-show, because they all come wrapped, like I just said. And
because they protect them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're delivering them on trucks or something?
Right, exactly. Or, by truck. And I haven't really seen them coming in. It's just by the baler that we're at. And it's
some of them are brand new, because are they selling them there?
Yes,
so they're wrapped in a tremendous amount of plastic.
Right,
like
and then other things,
kind of like a shrink wrap.
Right, exactly. I think at...
So you guys salvage all that for
So
them.
at Palm Beach International Boat Show, which is a little smaller, I think we did 22,000 pounds of plastic wrap, which is 4 days, which is crazy. Yeah, it's
4
wild.
days.
Yeah. Like, what are you supposed to do with all that plastic if, you didn't have someone recycling it?
But when you're collecting that, and you have boxes there for other things I saw, from food waste and
so
cups
we have some
and
composting partners too. So if you run an event and you're looking to, have the composting there as well as, the recycling, we have partners that we work with that, like Compost for Life.
I know. I love Compost for Life. Yeah, I've actually met them several times.
Yeah, they're good people. Good. I love what they do.
But you guys collect this waste, again, diverting waste, which is such a valuable resource. I don't think people really understand that this is something that you would normally have to pay of to dispose.
Yes, you do.
Also, there's an environmental factor in that our landfills are maxed out in South Florida.
Have you seen the landfills?
Yeah,
They're
I've
like mountains. The issue with the recycling here, only 6 to 9% of recycling in Florida is actually recycled. So people might, and that's where the incentivization comes in, and getting people to do it, because a lot of people think, why would I recycle that when it's not even going to get recycled? It's going to end up back in the landfill, right?
Sure, if the city can't necessarily handle it all right now.
Right, exactly, and that's important. And half the battle is the contamination issue, where you get a lot of these mixed plastics, or people don't necessarily pay attention, and they'll throw food waste into the recycling bin, and then that plastic, unfortunately, when it's too contaminated, you can't really do anything with it, because you can't get clean bales, which is how it's all shipped and condensed and whatnot. But
so sorting is very important.
Sorting is
people
very
in Europe
important.
know that, but South Florida doesn't necessarily have any regulations.
No. I mean,
to encourage businesses and private.
Exactly. Well, I mean, no one has confidence that it's actually going to get recycled, right?
That's right. The municipalities, for instance, they have too much trash.
Right. Well, they might just pay another, county or something to take it and just dump it in
That's
the landfill.
what Miami-Dade does. They're shipping all the trash right now because one of our incinerators went down in Doral through a fire 2 years ago.
So is that waste to energy, you're saying?
Waste to energy, yeah.
Which is not a bad choice if you can't get rid of the materials and you want to avoid the landfills.
We started out with waste to energy
it's
for our end of life, and now we're creating new products.
Yeah,
but it's still there's good, better, and best.
Right, exactly. It's better than sending it to landfill and letting it sit there for forever.
True.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting what you guys are up to. I love that you're creating products.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
It's really cool.
And
Go ahead.
Are you reporting back to your partners on each collection? Because that's something we do too, and I'm sure you are. But how does that work?
Yeah,
Do you send them an email? Is it automatic?
Right. So we're working on the automation. There are some aspects to it that are automated, but basically, if we are working with you, we set you up with full reporting. It's all about traceability and tracking in transparency. Exactly. So we provide our clients with everything that they need for the EPR standards and all of that.
What's EPR?
Environmental Producer Responsibility.
Oh, wow. I've never heard that term.
You might want to cut that from there if I'm wrong. But
we can do a light fact check. But this is a fun conversation.
Yeah, exactly. I got you. Yeah, no, it's just...
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're doing reporting. We also send an email automatically upon each box being received.
And we have a certificate of recycling or destruction if that's what we have to do. And we actually have one of the first certified chain of custody certifications that we have through a third-party company that
that's
certifies
great.
things. Yeah,
that's something
really
I would
cool.
like to see us do as a third-party certification.
Yeah, they're super important, and more and more companies are needing to have the certifications so that they're so it's known that they're not greenwashing and that they have proof that this material is getting recycled and turned into new sustainable products.
Yeah, greenwashing quickly is like marketing fluff, where you're saying you're being green,
and then they just throw it in the
deep down. What is the accounting showing?
Right, exactly. But it's cool. Like if you are a big business and you generate tons and tons of waste, especially plastics, you can recycle that plastic and then get it back in the form of office supplies, shoes or whatever. I mean, apparel, uniforms, all of that good stuff. So there's a lot of value that people are just throwing out, and it's
we got one of your shirts here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
This one was made out of how many? It says down here.
Yep,
there's your logo up there.
The tag is down over on the sleeve. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
These are 10.
So 10. I want to show that to the mic real quick, or the camera.
Show it to the mic too. Yeah, it's cool, and that's how we get. And on the other side of that, it says, "What's your number?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your number?
Exactly.
Cool.
It's really cool. Every day, millions of plastic bottles end up in places they shouldn't. But what if we could turn this problem into a solution? Through innovation, these bottles are recycled and made into tiny flakes, which are then melted and extruded into new forms, molded into sustainable pellets, and creating a block of change. These pellets are spun into fibers, each one telling a story of renewal. The fibers are then woven into sustainable apparel, one that we can feel good about wearing. With each piece, we are part of the change. What's your number?
So, do you have any partners or anyone that you want to shout out, or any other people in the company? This is a shout out section. Any success stories? We talked about the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show.
Right, it's in former markets. So,
and by the way, did you create products for them too from their waste, or is that part of the process?
So we actually supplied them with some lanyards and some bucket hats this year. Did I bring a bucket hat to show you? No, but we also work with Pallets right here. We did all of the furniture within Pallets, so the benches, the bins, and then...
That's the one in Miami, the really big...
Yep, exactly.
Is that pickleball, or is that
some
paddle?
Padel. P-A-D.
Sorry, I'm there's so ignorant of the difference.
Dude, I get you. There's so many of those racket sports.
I haven't played paddle yet, but I saw the facility. It's near our headquarters here, and it's big.
It's really nice. You've seen the benches that they have there?
I looked through the fence, and I could see.
Those are sick. Those are ours.
Those are yours?
Yeah, those are ours.
So you guys make benches, because I saw that on your Instagram, like a city bench.
You can make any type of furniture that you want.
Like
it's very
durable.
Yes.
It's going to last for a very...
Indoor, outdoor, couches, chairs, stools, coffee table, literally anything.
Even pallets, you were telling me when we took a tour of our facility. You guys make pallets that serve how long of a life versus?
So a typical wooden pallet will last you about 8 to 10 turns being uses. And ours are recycled plastic pallets, which can give you up to 300 to 500 turns. So uses. It's a big difference. And pallets, companies can spend tons and tons of money on pallets because they break all the time. And then
shipping companies.
Exactly.
We have hundreds, maybe thousands of pallets. No, we have thousands of pallets here.
Exactly.
And you were seeing them. They're breaking all the time.
Yeah,
and we're using them for in some of the areas for certain things.
Yeah, but
we are recycling the wood. We have someone that comes by here and collects cardboard.
Oh, really?
Another person that comes and collects wood, stuff like that.
Right.
So there's
it's
empowering people in the community.
Yeah.
So what else what am I not asking you about Geared for Green that I should be asking you right now? What's the question I forgot to ask you?
The question that you forgot to ask me is, let me think. Well, we're a company of 7 different. I mean, we also have actually what I wanted to mention was we have a company called RegenX coming out. It's actually really cool. And again, I said I'm not a tech guy, but it's like a blockchain technology that is fully transparent. So it like watermarks your bales or whatever you're recycling, and then it's tracked throughout the whole process. Wow. And then it gives you all the reporting, and it's also like carbon insetting. It's carbon insetting, which is different than offsetting, but it's for carbon credits, and it's a big thing these days. I don't know if you saw the JP Morgan environmental report that they, No. I don't know. I heard. We can cut that because I'm not. Okay.
But at the same time, I love that it's blockchain technology because that appears to be the future. I mean, all these companies are doing this. Now we're moving into the recycling world, and I'm glad
you can't manipulate it. So
there's a traceability.
Exactly.
It lives forever on the. It's an immutable.
Right, and then these
ledger.
Carbon credits, big companies need to offset their carbon production, obviously. So this is a way to track a sustainable project or whatever, and receive credits back. From your efforts of the carbon reduction or, the carbon insetting or offsetting.
Credits
I wish
are
I
important.
could speak more knowledgeably about this, but I'm not on that team.
We report to each partner besides total pounds of waste diverted. That's the first metric. So in each box, total pounds of waste diverted
that's a good
or footwear diverted. The second metric is how many shoes total, and then that's broken down into categories of like second life sneakers, which we call good sneakers, mixed use and casual, which would be more like generic shoes and aren't of high quality, or dress shoes and once in a while heels. We don't really collect heels and sandals, but we get them anyways.
I tried to give you guys 900 pairs of those PVC shoes.
Oh no, we wanted them too. I wanted to because I figured we have such a big facility we can handle it, but our CEO said we aren't quite using that material yet.
You guys are full to the brim. If you guys were to see their floor space downstairs, it's incredible how much they got going on. It's truly remarkable. Thank you for everything that you guys do. It's really cool.
Have a massive amount of the grinds right now, and we're working on creating footwear with it. But when we have a use for the PVC, and I'm sure you guys aren't going to just throw it away. You're going to find a use for it, I'm sure.
I mean, we will, for sure. But when you told me that you could take the PVC shoes, I was like, yes, because I had gone to so many people, and it was like, but we
specialize in foam and rubber,
okay, perfect,
and textiles right now. That's like what we, just like you guys have the knowledge for plastics, and we're handling big volumes of the rubber and foam.
Oh, that's really cool.
You saw our floors, and you can see it on Instagram. And on your Instagram, I was learning a lot too. It's great to see people taking charge of the plastics because. It's such a big problem. I had another person on the podcast who told me about plastic pellets.
Plastics. That's
microplastics.
Yeah, exactly. Which we all have in our brains, unfortunately, too. It's just it melts from the plastic bottles that we are consuming, and it's crazy. Plastic is literally everywhere, even inside of you.
Even our washers and dryers can shed them if you don't get a proper filter.
Exactly. But those pellets are important because what we do is we take the plastic water bottles, let's say, the PET, and we shred them, we wash them, and then from those shreds, we turn them into plastic pellets. And from those plastic pellets, it's then stretched into yarn, and that's how we make our apparel.
So you take it back to the pellet.
Yeah, we go through the whole process, recycling.
Through grinders?
Yep, exactly.
Do you guys do separation with like sorting through optical and other means?
There's just a bunch of different ways people sort, and that's also an issue that, big companies, magnets a lot of the time,
to get any
metals out and everything. Our CEO was part of or actually I think he created it. It's the technology that separates the metal from the plastic hangers. There were 1 billion hangers, I think, for Macy's.
For clothing?
And so they needed a solution for it. And our CEO, Danny Schrager, who's been in the business for 35 plus years in sustainability, coming up with these solutions. It's how we have such a vast network of partners and recyclers and whatnot. But he came up with the technology, or was on the team that came up with the technology that separates the metal from the plastic of 1 billion different hangers. Wow. And it's just pretty incredible. I mean, it's
very cool. Love to see solutions and innovation because some people feel frustrated because they're like, what can we really do? Because a lot of people don't want to even throw trash in the trash bin. We see it every day. People just throw it out their windows.
It also costs money to sort, though, too. Just talking about not people throwing it out or not believing that it's going to get recycled or whatever. Or if you're a company, wants to recycle, but they have budget restraints, and they have bottom lines that they and so
or from the top down they just say we aren't recycling right now,
but in fact it actually doesn't have to cost you more. It can actually end up costing you less and providing more value than you would think. I mean, brand value, sustainability is so big that when people see this brand is making sustainable products, people are more inclined to buy those sustainable products now rather than the virgin plastic products of the same type of product. You know what I'm saying?
And the costs are coming down.
Yeah, and the costs are coming down.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
initially when you're a young company, but as you grow.
Right. I mean, and we do a lot of other companies have the same model, but it's more durable and can last longer too. Like
right,
and there's zero waste. So like at the end of life,
and it's sequestering carbon probably in a sense too.
Exactly.
But continue with you.
Yep. So when we have zero waste, that's the whole goal behind this, zero waste. So every piece of that CIRQboard is recyclable. So once it's made into a piece of furniture, we can recycle it. You just tell us and we'll come get it. Or, I mean, like obviously.
Like at the end of life of this board?
Of this board, then we recycle it back into more CIRQboard.
So you have a take-back program.
Right, exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly. And then,
good.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Amazing. This is the leadership we need.
Oh, it's made in the USA too.
Nice. Do you want to, any of the locations, can you tell us more just about your U.S. operations? I know you have some overseas too.
They're like up in the, like along the East Coast.
East Coast mainly?
Yeah.
Okay,
mainly
cool.
East Coast, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And you're new to Miami, you said, the last couple of years?
Last 6 years, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love it here.
You said you're from New York?
From New York.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're
Did you tell from my accent?
I can. That's cool. Well, tell us just a little bit about yourself personally too, if you have a second. And I know.
I mean, things about me. I went to Syracuse University.
Okay, Syracuse.
I studied economics. I had no idea about sustainability. Just tying in the sustainability aspect to this. Mm-hmm. But I found myself in the business of plastics, and it's just such a It's such an issue, but it's also a cool place to be because it's like an up and coming industry that it's very
it's kind of like
entrepreneurial.
I was going to say you have the entrepreneurial spirit.
Right.
That's what was on the top of my tongue.
Thank you.
But also, it's like a startup.
Yeah. Although we've been around for about 35 years,
oh, wow.
Still. I mean, we only have about 10 people in the office. So,
okay.
Yeah. I mean,
but you're lean. That's good.
Yeah, we're lean. And like I said, it's a family of companies. So Geared for Green wasn't the first one.
Can you tell us a couple other companies real quick?
Yeah, so Trace AI is one of those that came out. We have Champions for Green Apparel, which obviously is our apparel. Champions for Green Events, which is how we work with events in Florida, but all over the U.S., and that's where we operate out of, the Champions for Green events. And then we have Apex Sustainable Home Furnishings, which is
I've heard of Apex Sustainable.
It's really
Jimmy
cool.
told me about them.
Yeah, no, and I mean, we're actually getting a lot of traction now, and it's really cool to see.
Do you guys have a showroom? I thought you mentioned
we are developing a showroom right now.
That's
we're about
so
to
cool.
launch our first catalog for it, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
So, like you said, startup mode, but
But once you have the showroom and then the catalog ready, then you're going to get the attention of interior designers.
Yeah, exactly.
And like builders.
Yeah, we've actually
engineers,
been approached
architects.
by a few large furniture manufacturers in stores. I mean, I don't want to say.
Well, you can help with their waste.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you can give them sustainable products that are going to be higher value.
Right. And then we could even make their store fixtures out of it.
Yes.
And we can make sets of furniture that they then sell. So it's like, that is a true
That's
circular
so cool.
economy. All of our furniture is stamped. It says it's made out of 1,620 bags, or whatever piece of furniture we calculate, and I'll tell you. But it's a great way to market, and you don't lose any of the quality. The quality is the same as any other polymer sheet.
This thing is solid.
Yeah,
I mean, you
solid.
could take a chainsaw out of this and you're going to struggle, or even a hammer.
Exactly. It's UV resistant.
Very solid, guys. UV resistant?
UV resistant. It doesn't rot or mold. It doesn't crack. I love it for outdoor furniture.
And you can do different thicknesses.
Yeah, so we have a
This one's
3/4
about,
inch thickness and a
inch?
1/2 inch thick. Yep, exactly. You can have other thicknesses. There's an MOQ
different
on that,
shapes,
obviously.
I'm sure.
Different textures.
lengths?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they all come in a standard 48 by 96. inch sheet,
that's good because then
yeah.
you have a very
right.
mass-produced.
Yeah, I mean, it comes out on this conveyor belt. It's like huge. But,
wow.
And then all the scrap from that is picked up and put into it, and zero waste.
Wow, we love zero waste.
Yeah.
Well, any closing thoughts? Last.
No, I just love that you got what you guys are doing here. Sneaker Impact. It's kind of new to me, actually. I mean, Jimmy Holmquist, like you said, and Nick Berman, who's part of Geared for Green as well. They told me about you guys because I was looking for this solution of the PVC shoes and whatnot. And once I heard about you guys, I was super impressed. And now that I see the facility, it's just incredible what you guys are doing with sneakers. And thank you so much for having us. Yeah. And it's just really cool. And I hope to come back.
100%.
Yeah.
This is the real deal, guys.
Right.
This is like our waste needs to go somewhere. It doesn't just disappear.
Somewhere. Right. I mean, like we just said in the beginning, it's being stacked up into where now they can create ski mountains out of it.
Yeah, the amount of waste that's generated since the Industrial Revolution. Oh my God, the Earth can't handle it for another.
How much trash do you go through as a single household? Yeah. Like I was looking at it before, like just thinking about it, and it's just you go through tons of trash just your
mattresses,
household alone.
appliances, refrigerators.
Exactly. It's crazy.
The old windows and sidings.
So there's a lot of opportunity within sustainability to where if you come up with a solution that works, you can make a decent amount of money. It's very lucrative.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in recycling.
Yeah, there is. There is,
and we can give back too. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But amazing. It's so great to have you on today.
Thank you, Bryan.
Thank you so much for coming in, Jake.
Hey, thanks,
yeah,
Bryan.
awesome.
Appreciate
so
you.
we're gonna have Jake back in the future, guys.
I hope so.
Fun episode.
We gotta have you in our office too.
Yeah, I want to come check it out.
We have a wall like this. It's pretty cool.
You guys are in Miami?
Yeah, we're in Miami. In Brickell.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm coming by as soon as possible.
Can I just say one more thing, actually, because I was thinking about that. Just onto the e-waste. I mean. And I just wanted to mention this, but if you've driven on the highway or on a road with those giant digital billboards, have you ever seen those? Yeah, so those are actually huge screens that are put together and they create these massive billboards and whatnot. And those have a lifespan, obviously, and there needs to be a solution for those. And so it's just cool to be a part of something where we can actually take those billboards and get them really actually recycled and salvage the value from them. It's just there's so many things out there that you wouldn't think are recyclable, I guess is my point that I'm trying to make, that are actually recyclable, and they could be value to you or your company. And it's always
How do people get you e-waste and stuff from their home? Do they go to a partner of yours, a location? Do they go to your website to find that?
So right now for the e-waste, it's we're working with larger companies just because they have more volume, and if we're driving around for just single,
and you can't ship out of bags.
Yeah,
that get
I wish. Well, so we have a circular.
We have a bag system, but the shoes are lighter than e-waste.
Right.
And there's a shipping cost, and that's huge.
Yes, there is. I mean, especially today, the shipping can be more than the actual product that you've just purchased to send to your home too. So it's like. But we do have a company called Circular Express Box. I should have mentioned this earlier. It's our way of making it easier and incentivizing people to recycle. So it's a box that you order. You can order 3, 5, 10, so on and so forth. Businesses or single family home, whatever you want, or multiple family, whatever it is. And you fill it up with a certain type of material and you box it up. We have a partnership with FedEx, so you drop it off at FedEx. It goes right to our facility where it's weighed, processed, tracked, traced, all that good stuff turned into new products. So it's like a good
Can
way
people find that on your website?
Yep, circularexpressbox.com. And then that's also a reward type incentivization.
Okay, cool. The Trace AI and the GenX.
It's the only way to do it, really, because, like I said, 6 to 9% gets recycled in the state of Florida. So why would someone just recycle something when they think or know that it's not actually being recycled? But if you're getting rewarded for it and you're incentivized to do it, then more and more people will start recycling. There'll be less contamination because people will understand that, oh, this is for plastic. I'll throw it in here and then I'll collect my rewards. That's for the trash or whatever. And then, it's just a snowball effect.
It's like a gamification.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome, Jake. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be back soon. Take care.
Thank you.